What's up, guys? Back in the woods. It is nice out today, day after Christmas. I worked again today. In today's video, I want to go over Ethereum versus Solana. More specifically, 3 Ethereum versus 50 Solana if I only had $5,000 to invest and I was back at square one, brand new portfolio. Which one would I pick now? Great question. I'm actually contemplating this myself. Personally, right now, I'm holding just Ethereum and no Solana. Let's go over the pros and cons of both. So we'll start with Ethereum. Ethereum has, by Ethereum, almost any token right now is an Ethereum token. It's second to only Bitcoin. It's one of the few cryptos that crossed over a 100 billion market cap and has maintained it, especially in the bear market. It's going to be deflationary. It's decentralized, even though it's proof of stake. It's as decentralized as you want to be for a proof of stake crypto. Has the most developers out of any blockchain or ledger, and is widely adopted. A lot of institutions and big money and well-known people like Ethereum. You even have Ethereum maxis and Ethereum killers. So it's very well known. It's established, has a track record. It fits the need for institutions. It fits the narrative for all these climate activists, the ones that want to see a proof of stake retail and institution-based crypto make it. It's the first blockchain. When you think of crypto blockchain, Ethereum was the one that started it all. So it has that first mover's advantage. You can kind of put it in the S&P 500. The cons of it right now, it's expensive, has high fees. It's not scalable, at least not yet. And it takes a while to make upgrades. Ethereum takes a long time. It took them a while just to merge from proof of work to proof of stake. That was a long-awaited, patient move. So, it's a slow-moving crypto, but in terms of volatility, it's minimized, and it will outpace Bitcoin. So it's a safe bet, Ethereum. But those are some of the cons that I see with it. It's slow and it has high fees. So when we see Ethereum scale right now, it's very hard for retail to even utilize Ethereum really at all for NFTs or anything, because the fees are so high to where only whales and institutions will transact on Ethereum. Now let's go over Solana. Solana's pros. Aside from being a newer crypto than Ethereum, it's super fast. The fastest in the entire space right now, unless it's Say, which is also ripping it, truly is faster than Solana. But right now, Solana has that title, fastest blockchain. They have a very good marketing team. A lot of VCs behind Solana. This is very good because they're going to push this as far as they can go, which is why Solana's recovered so well and why it made its way to the top 10 and now top 5. They're very proactive. This comes from Anatoly Yakovenko and his team. They came out with the Solana phone recently. They came out with more tokens. They came out with meme coins. They're very proactive. Their ecosystem is booming. And that's in large part why Solana's been rocket shipping, by the way. Their ecosystem is just growing every day. They have less developers than Ethereum, but relative to their market cap size, they have more developers for their market cap size than Ethereum. They use a programming language called Rust. Ethereum uses Solidity. Solidity is fine, but developers do prefer Rust. Rust is a more popular programming language. It's very cheap to transact on Solana. So for those who want to utilize their ledger or create NFTs or trade NFTs, it's very easy, fast, and convenient to use Solana. So from a retail perspective, you can see mass adoption. And for institutions that want to have cheap fees and high scalability, can utilize Solana. But now let's go over the cons. It's centralized, a lot more centralized than Ethereum. They're not as secure. If you have high scalability, they did get a lot of bots that overloaded their system, which does make you question their security at scale. The VCs behind it are the double-edged sword. They'll help pump the project, but they'll also dump the project, which you can see reflected in the old-time chart. It went to the low pennies, like 50 cents, to $260, and then dumped all the way to $8, and now rebounding significantly to like 110 last I saw it. So Solana is very volatile to pumps and dumps, which is not in the cards for Ethereum. Ethereum did have a small allocation, but it's nowhere near as large as Solana. So Solana does have that as a con. It's centralized, maybe not as secure. You know, I don't really see any confirmation on that, but it's hard to be a centralized and secure crypto. Usually, if you're heavily centralized, your security could be questionable when you do see a lot of volume, which they have had issues in the past. When they get overloaded, they have to shut down, essentially press a restart button, and then start from scratch. So, but luckily so far, they haven't had any shutdowns as of late. But we're also in the early signs of a bull market, so time will tell what happens. But I do know Anatoly Yakovenko said they're going to work to improve their security and also add more nodes. And, you know, the main thing is this: they're proactive, right? Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin for large part, is usually silent. You see a lot of people, though, in crypto talking about Ethereum, you know? So a lot of people really love it. They want to see it succeed. Some are even saying it's going to flip Bitcoin. Just being in that conversation puts Ethereum at the forefront when it comes to potential adoption, the edge over Solana. But Solana, tech-wise, I feel is better. It's scalable and cheap, which I know a lot of people think, oh, you know, it doesn't mean a lot. It means a lot. It means a lot in the crypto world, and especially with institutions. Remember, guys, these institutions, they want scale, yes, but they also want predictable low fees. And how do you do that? You find a blockchain that has a lot of activity, can scale, and is cheap. And that's what Solana has. Ethereum, though, wants to have sharding, which is part of their roadmap in their white paper, but it could be years away. No one really knows how long it's going to be. So during this time, Solana has the potential to flip Ethereum. And right now you're seeing the two, you know, sides. You know, ones that are saying Ethereum's going to be king, and then some saying Solana's going to flip it, only a matter of time. I'm kind of in the middle. But now when it comes to deciding which one would I pick, so let's go over the market caps and prices first. So Ethereum is a little over 2,200 and Solana is 110. Ethereum's market cap is 267 billion, which is a quarter of a trillion, a little more than a quarter of a trillion. And market cap in Solana is 47 billion market cap. So even though Solana is top 5 in market cap, it still weighs behind Ethereum when it comes to market cap. I'm not sure what the math is. So 50 times 5 is 225. So 50 plus that's 275. So it's about 6 times less than Ethereum in market cap. That's a pretty big gain. So now when it comes to you as the investor, I'm assuming you're not a whale having tons of money to invest. Which one should you invest into with a moderate risk to reward? And this is why I'm contemplating, spoiler alert, selling my Ethereum and putting it into Solana. I see Solana now as a true blue chip hedge. I did not think this when it was $8 and it was FTX and Alameda and Sam Bankman-Fried. But now that the chains came off and there's a giant reset button, it's recovered, I now see it as a hedge with Ethereum. So now, if I was a new investor, this is not financial advice to you. If it was me starting all over again, I'd rather get the 50 Solana over the 3 Ethereum. Because even though Ethereum is deflationary and Solana is inflationary, which that's a con for Solana, by the way, it's an inflationary, although not as large as like other cryptos, but it is inflationary, and Ethereum's deflationary. I think Solana, I think their team is better. Personally, I like their more forward-moving mindset, not trying to be a perfectionist, but just getting their products out there, growing their ecosystem, and they're showing it. They're flipping like big cryptos, XRP, BNB. Ethereum is more silent, although they are forward-moving. They take a lot longer in time to really make moves. Both are going to be great cryptos, but when it comes to having your money go the furthest while still being somewhat risk-averse, I think Solana is the better bet of the two. Solana could easily hit 500 minimum this bull cycle, and I know this is going to surprise many of you, but it probably could hit $8,000 this cycle, which is pretty much a 10x from here. Ethereum, I see it at most a 5x from here, which is 10,000, around 10,000, which is just short of a 5x. So, you know, when it comes to multiplier potential, I think Solana is definitely going to outpace Ethereum this cycle, which is why I would allocate my funds to Solana if I was a new investor coming in. There's nothing wrong with holding both, by the way, in case you're on the fence or you say, you know what, I have time to do both, I have more capital. You can definitely do both, but I think at these current prices, for me, I would focus on getting Solana first. But being an early buyer into Ethereum, I can make this decision now to say, you know what, I have my Ethereum. Do I want to establish a new position in Solana, or do I want to sell my Ethereum and put it into Solana while I'm still up in profit? So I'll decide on that. By the way, if you want to know when I possibly decide to do this, then feel free to join the Patreon and Discord. I have 3 tiers: Dolphin, Shark, and Whale. Make sure you read them. Depending on which tier you get, you can reach out to me, talk to me. You can see my buy alerts, my sell alerts, be a part of live streams. I'll be doing them real soon, in like a week or 2. And also be a part of a support group where you can be in a position to take massive profits, not try to, do this yourself, be a lone wolf, literally be in a community of like-minded people who are also trying to change their lives. It is a great community. If you're ever interested in joining, you can check out those 3 tiers. Would love to see you there. But anyways, now I want to hear from you. Out of 3 Ethereum or 50 Solana, which would you choose right now? And what is your main reason for choosing that crypto? Drop your comment down below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.